Hello, my name is Kumar Arturi, and this video is intended for linking Manning for the purposes of presenting my website as a part of my course project for specifically assignment 4-2-3 for the presentation of said project. Thank you very much. Today's date is May 21st, 2011, approximately 8:15 p.m. And my name is Kumar. Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce you to my website. This is a website that I built for this class only. Now, while it does seem to be all about me and it's somewhat of a conceited website, it's not me in real life. This is just for fun, but to integrate multiple levels of technology, and as the assignment states, to show examples of what I do have available in terms of my skill set. So to begin with, I'd like to introduce you to the home page of my website. My home page is a very simple page. It just lets people in, shows a couple pictures of myself and the legacy of me. And I'm hoping that people will be able to understand what the legacy of me is basically just talking about me. The graphic image was created in Photoshop, and so the picture was a morph of a couple different pictures. The logo in the corner is a part of the header that I created that is consistent throughout the website. And you'll notice that I have my own personal header, the name of the website, and just a little tagline about it. And at the top there is a title page of all about me. So the first page that we're going to go take a look at is what feeds me. Now, the requirement for the site was to have a feed. Now, I didn't really put a lot of feeds in there. To be honest, I don't normally use feeds or read my news in that particular fashion. Therefore, I didn't put a lot. What I did do is made a page that was simple and has a layout of the name page, a little tagline about what it's, why I put these feeds in there, and then I integrated a little applet, Ajax applet from Facebook to allow people to put a posting on there as to a news article or something that they might want to share with me that I, Kumar, would like. And they have the option with the Ajax applet again to either post it to Facebook, but even if they don't want to post it to Facebook, it does have the ability to store whatever they store, like a blog, without putting it on Facebook. Within it, though, Facebook gave customizing options for the applet, and so I did put one that said faces. So I actually will do a mock one. Let's see, it did have faces. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, faces do appear as a part of the applet itself. Alright, so I think that actually just sums it up for this page. It was a very simple applet to put in there. The customizing wasn't too hard. The formatting was somewhat difficult to actually make it a certain width. That was took a little bit of work to figure out where that tagline is, because I needed to match the two, and that one was definitely a little bit tougher than I had thought. So going forward, the next page is the Flickr feed that was required by the assignment, and my page is called Flickr to See Me, and this is my Flickr feed. And so our little tagline describing what it is. And some basic pictures. Now, I don't generally use Flickr. I did have a few pictures up there, and you're seeing my New Year's Eve pictures, and so I think that the applet was actually fairly easy to put in, but it was, again, a little on the harder side to customize. The padding between the images and the edges was not, I could not figure out how to customize that, and nor could I customize I could actually pick the red for the framing amongst about 6 different colors, but I couldn't actually specify the color I wanted. And so I decided to go with an offshoot of red to try to match it as close as I could. And that's my Flickr feed. Again, you'll notice that the header has stayed the same throughout that page. Now moving on. This is my Google Map page as required by the assignment. And this one actually was really interesting to do. I did like it. It was very difficult to figure out how to not just put it in there, but to put the pin in there and to put the text for the labeling and do some of those things. I really did enjoy this one because it does seem like it has more applicable usage in the future, especially that I'd like to try to make like iPhone apps and things like that. So I really liked doing this one. And again, I think it loads pretty quickly. I was able to customize the zoom to put it in farther away versus closer in, which I really liked. There were other controls that you could play with, but I figured that this was the one that I liked the most. It was simple, and I thought that, you know, the more complicated the content in the initial map, the slower the load's going to be. And of course, you know, Google has a website on how to get the map, along with the APIs and how to use those. And you can find all that by following that link. Now, moving on to the next page is the search forming page. That is the Google search page. Now, you may notice that from the earlier version of the page, I shrunk and centered the actual search. I know that there was a lot of white space, and that kind of made it difficult. I didn't actually change the white space in terms of the height as much. I did make it a little smaller, but the width I made more of a border that I thought was better. And the thing about the custom searches is that I created this search engine to primarily search LinkedIn, Facebook, search for MySpace, basically social networking stuff for me. And the only search, I mean, the three, I did specify a couple keywords, my name, my first name and last name separately, and then my full names together, and then my name and my city. I did enable the instant, but according to Google, it could take up to 24 to 72 hours for it to take advantage. So we can test it, and obviously that doesn't seem to be working. So, as you may notice, that I was able to customize the font to match the red background color, and again, we just used a full layout like this. I didn't want it to be too big and overwhelm the page, but I thought that this was the simple, nice way to do do the search. And again, you can find this all. I had to create your own at google.com's CSE custom search engine. And so, again, the navigation bar and the header basically stays the same. So we're going to move forward to the next page. The channel and me. The channel and me is just a little bit about myself. You have to excuse that the page renders a little differently because I had to shrink the window down to put the FaceTime video viewer. This page has a lot of Facebook built into it, and a lot of Ajax examples. Well, to begin with, I wanted to frame this as a couple different things. I wanted to show people the videos, a current video that I like, a current video that I hate, and then check out my own personal channel in doing that. So these are some of my videos. Then I kind of wanted to make it like a grading system or a blog, like let people talk about what they saw. And therefore, I put the Facebook stream like in the other page, but this is a completely different one, and they don't share data at all. And as you can see, I did test it, and I had a couple of people putting into it. But also along with the stream is is that people have the ability to like the page now. I can't like it because I already did, but people can send a link to our page to either specifically to a person, an email, or they can post it to their wall and put a message on there. And I can't take credit for it, but I do like how Facebook will automatically pull the image that it found, which I think is pretty cool. And so, again, these are just two examples of videos, and you can see that the Ajax application works pretty well. Here. And I'm going to mute one video and let you see them. You can see that the videos actually do work.
High school was bad. I was obviously gay, and some kids didn't like that, and I did get harassed. What I'd love you to take away from it is that however bad it is now, it gets better, and it can get great. And it's important for adults to reach out to kids and share our stories so that they can picture futures for themselves that are worth sticking around for.
Okay, little ones, here's the first thing you need to know.
You are perfect and wonderful exactly as you are.
You're not alone.
There are a ton of us out here in this world.
We love you without even knowing you.
There's art to be made, and there are songs to be sung.
So hold on. Look at me, 80 years old. It gets better with age.
Listen to me.
It gets better.
It gets better.
It gets better.
It does get better.
Don't say it,
So much better.
You'll be fine, partner.
Your life can be amazing, but you have to tough this period of it out, and you have to live.
It has dawned on me that the irony is that it's Chrome and I'm using Firefox. But I mean, that's what the web is about, and that's what I like about this video, is that it shows what the power of the internet and what it can do. And while I may not be gay, I know people that are, and for technology to help other people out like them and keep them to be maybe a little safer and stronger, I think is what the internet is just really all about to me. And that's why I really like web development, because it does give us the power to create some pretty cool things like this. Fortunately, on the other side, Friday is just a really superficial, horrible song that usually only teenagers like. But you can see that the app does work. And so, in the future, I would like to try to make like a rating system, like thumbs up and down, but obviously that's going to be something later. So, and so, as you can see, that the applet actually does work really well. And there was one Google applet for Ajax that actually did the two videos by themselves, and then I used another one coupling them in the middle. And I really liked the way that worked out. And it's weird is that it sizes really well here. Maybe perfectly, because I had to resize my window for FaceTime. But when I look at it on the iPad, it doesn't exactly come out the way I thought. And to be honest, I mean, it doesn't completely work because of Flash, and the videos for YouTube don't come up, but the sizing gets kind of screwed up, which it is what it is. I mean, it's an iPad. So, you know, and so we've discussed the send, the like, my channel, the two videos I like, videos I hate, and the blog. Let's move forward. And so, as you can see, I did keep intact the assignment 8.1, the guest book in here. I did want it to be on the website. I did I did integrate the header. I did want to make it a little different to let people know that it's a different functionality of the site. So I kept the I put some different effects in for the header, and all the things are still there, of course. So you know, going forward, one other thing I think is kind of cool is that I did add. I mean, I've always had it set up where my website could actually tell people, you know, taking their browser and then spit out their browser, their IP address, and their operating system. But I realized after I turned in 8.1 is that it couldn't figure out what the iPad was, and even the iPhone. So those are pretty popular. Maybe not. I mean, the iPhone definitely, maybe not the iPad too much, but people will. So I did work on how to figure that out and parse it out. And so, as you can see, it does have that ability to do the iPad. For the OS, it does say the OS, and then for that. Otherwise, let's go back to the home page. And that's really it. I mean, this is my site. I'm really proud of it. Now I know it's a goofy site and it's, you know, about me, but really the fact that I actually was able to get all this different technology into it, I really like. Going forward, I'd like to figure out how to use the Facebook guest login, because you can use Facebook to log in, let people log into your site. So I'd like to kind of give people an option, you know, for the Facebook fans to use Facebook to log in and see what kind of data I'm able to get out of it. But then on the other hand, for the people that don't and they want to, I'm gonna, you know, let them use the PHP applet as well. So all about that's it, and this is the All About Me website. Mr. Manning, or Professor Manning, I really appreciate you allowing me to do this. And this video is in the event that you may not have the time to set up a presentation with me, and being that it's going to be due here real soon. So thank you very, very much for your help, and I look forward to my grade. Thank you. Let's see stuff.